I'm sorry, decroded is a real word. Just because it's not in the dictionary, like I wish that I was Merriam and or Webster, given the power that you are putting on Merriam and or Webster, okay? They don't get to choose what is a word in the English language. A word is something that is written or uttered that has a meaning that we all agree upon. Decroded, when I say the word decroded, you have a vision in your head of what that is. Maybe like a piece of dog poop on the ground that somebody's already stepped on and then the sun baked it so it looks like the first footprint of a man that walked on the moon. You know what it is. Just because Merriam-Webster and dictionary.com haven't colluded to add it to the cabal of English words does not mean it's not a word. It was originated by John Heater in Napoleon Dynamite circa 2004. Can you explain its etymology? Derived from the modern English, decrepit and corroded, meaning to be so old that your decro is roded. Did you know, by the way, you can scroll out with your mouse wheel? All weakness has left my body, people. Sisyphus has taken the world by storm. I watched Jay play this a little bit yesterday. He got stuck at this bridge. He called it the Ozempic Bridge because it gets very thin at the end of it. He couldn't get it over the bridge. I said, Jay, do you mind if I give you a little backseating? And he said, yeah, no problem. And I said, try walking it over the bridge instead of running. And he went, oh. He cleared the bridge in like a minute. I went away for 15 minutes, came back. He was further than I have ever been in the game. Me 2 years ago, what's wrong with me? Me now, I'm happy for my friend. And if Jay can do it, I can do it too. Maybe not at the same kind of pace of alacrity, but I possess the same faculties myself. Now, it's not quite Ozempic yet. 𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧. I hope I got it right. I took a quick glance in advance of the bridge. And now, we must thank you for the gifted subscriptions without the crutch of being able to read your name once more. Because I need to lock in at least a little bit. Begin with the end in mind. I want to end locked in. I want to begin locked in. Nobody tells me what I can't do. Look at that. He's done it. Now we can glance for a second. Why lock in if you're just going to drop the ball 15 minutes later? 𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧, why go to work when Burden-Malkiel already proved the efficient market hypothesis in 1977? It's because you got to do something, right? Here we go. He hasn't replied yet, so I know he's typing a rebuttal of the efficient market hypothesis. Actually, with so many people being invested in index funds these days, there's lots of opportunities for asymmetric price discovery if you're willing to do your research. Okay, okay. Delta, beta, I don't know what the fuck that means, man. The efficient market hypothesis needs people chasing alpha? Yeah, but it wouldn't be me, man. It wouldn't be me. You from Mississippi? Because you're the only miss whose piss I'd sippy. That's a plus two. I'll give you that one. That could be in like a R-rated Jason Sudeikis movie. Where like, maybe like Luke Wilson has troubles talking to girls. And then Vince Vaughn says something like, just go over to her and say, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. And then he gets like really nervous and walks over and goes, are you from Mississippi? Because you're the only miss whose piss I'd sippy. I could totally see that being like Josh's older brother's favorite movie of all time. Piss isn't even in the word? Yeah, but like, it feels like it is. Because there's a lot of I's, S's, and P's in there. Bring the House down in 2009, 21% on Rotten Tomatoes. 21% on Rotten Tomatoes, but your direct report thinks it's the best movie of all time and always quotes it to you at the work happy hour. Your coworker who says they can't make a movie like this anymore. And it's like some shit with 3.2 out of 10 on IMDb. Where Jon Favreau says a word you're not supposed to say anymore. Millennials quoting movies to me. Gen Z trying to ask me if I've seen the new episode of Smiling Friends. Editor's note, it came out 11 minutes ago. Hang on, let's take a look at this one. Hey, NL, I think I need to cut back on your content because I had a dream last night. You came into the froyo place I worked at in college and we chopped it up. What does that mean, chopped it up? I'm only familiar with that in like a trap house, sort of. That's when you add baking soda to the crack cocaine. Chopped it up is just talking. It's just small talk. I was thinking about that yesterday. I would not have ever expected me to say this. You know what I was thinking yesterday? I was like, I need a coffee shop, man. I've gone on record many times as saying, like, I don't understand why people sit inside of the coffee shop for, like, hours and just, like, look at their laptop and, then, like, pretend to work and so on and so forth. Now that I'm a little bit older, I'm like, I need a coffee shop to go to where, like, I know 3 other dudes that might show up at the coffee shop, but, like, there's no guarantee that they show up every day. So, like, when you see them, you're always, like, pleasantly surprised. You're always like, you know, I guess they'll let anybody in here. I'm debating becoming even more addicted to caffeine just for that, like, perceived socialization aspect. Yeah, that's bad. That's not smart. What you're doing there is not smart. That's going to be a problem. Slow it down a little. There's no shot you had the momentum necessary to get over that, man. This dude's got cleats on, man. Oh, just it's a little slope, but no. It'll stop at the X. It'll stop at the... Oh, that's... It jumped the fucking wicket, bro. No. And then the English, let's... Okay, but just hold. I got a pretty good line myself here. Will you beat this before Elden Ring DLC? I'll definitely beat this before I play the Elden Ring DLC. Also, can I just say something without damning everybody else in my industry who I'm sure is just doing their best? Streamers, we gotta stop doing the thing where, like, you haven't played something, but then, like, a game reviewer played it and criticized it for something, and you disagree with the criticism based on what you think the game is gonna be like, and you, like, light them up on Twitter. I'm talking about the Eurogamer giving the Shadow of the Erdtree 3 out of 5 because they said it was overly difficult. All I'm saying, man, is, like, you haven't played it, man. You haven't played... You may well be right, but to go off on the reviewer when they've played it and you haven't is, like... I don't know, man. It's like it's a weird signal to me. I get it. You're, like, a hardcore gamer, but they played it. They played it! It doesn't mean they're right. I'm just saying, like, you know, have some respect for the reviewer. They've at least gotten their feet wet with it so far. Plus, like, it has a 95 or something like that on Metacritic. So, like, listen, it's not like they put a hit out on Miyazaki, okay? I will never respect game journalists. Bro, you should respect them more than streamers. Like... We literally just get paid to play a game and feel like it's fun if you're a fan of the genre. There's money, like, changing hands directly. I don't know how it happened. I know I'm saying the quiet part out loud, but, like, somehow we got people at the same time hold 2 beliefs in their head, which is, like, streamers are more trustworthy than game reviewers, but also game reviewers are untrustworthy because they're being, like, paid off directly or indirectly by the company, when the streamers are the ones being paid directly by the company. If you don't respect both of us, that's fine. I think that's, like, that's a base case. And if you respect both of us, you know, I'm happy for me. I respect streamers, not you. See, that's crazy to me, because I think I'm one of the more respectable ones. But, you know, you do you. I'm defending my truth right now. That's all I'm saying. But, like, when I see people whose Twitter feed is, like, 99%, like, retweeting giveaways, and they're like, hey, look at Eurogamer. They give it a 3 out of 5 because it's too hard. Lol, hashtag get good. I'm like, I get it. Like, neurologically, you know, it's just what you expect. But other streamers, I'm like, we're subject to asymmetric hate as well from people who are kind of, like, ignorant to what we do on a day-to-day basis. Let's not, like, pay it forward. Hating feels so good, though. That is true, though. That is true. I can't deny that. It's way more fun than enjoying something. I don't know why. Like, someone telling you that they engaged with a media property that had an emotional resonance with them that they felt deep in their soul, and then just replying like, yeah, it's kind of mid. Like, does anything feel better than that? You're basically saying, like, I'm more advanced than you are. Sorry. Sorry, that's a beginner's epiphany. We had that epiphany when we were in the 4th grade. We're on the more complex epiphanies now. Hating almost as good as lowballing dudes on Facebook Marketplace. I'm sure by now you've seen the Twitter account that is like 10x speed videos of the person on Facebook Marketplace offering like 8% of what the asking price is for all the stuff. And then, oh man, that's great content. Correcting the used car market one day at a time. Exactly. First time watching High. Are you smoking on the shit that makes you Google how fast does night move? Yes. I love that for you. Do you know the answer already? It's got to be pretty fast. I guess it moves faster at the equator and slower as you get closer to the North and the South Pole. Slower than light, but faster than sound. I think that's true, because doesn't sound move at like 700 kilometers an hour or something? I don't think it's related to the speed of sound, but I do think it goes faster than the speed of sound. No, the night does not travel at the speed of light, bro. You're thinking of it, this is ridiculous. Otherwise, it would be like fucking, we would be in a strobe light constantly. Like every 1/10 of a second or something like that, it would go from night to day. That would be crazy. Like, I think you can delay the onset of night by just driving east to west on a highway as fast as you can. I don't think you could ever stay in permanent daylight, but you could slow down the pace of nightfall by like 10% or something like that. He's right. Dude, I'm right. And I'm getting hit with a staggering amount of questions. What do you mean night moves at the speed of light? Then when night fell in fucking Auckland, New Zealand, it would fall in Hawaii like a millisecond later, bro. That shit's fast as fuck. See, you got me tilted now. You got me dropping my heavy ball. Darkness is different because it's a perspective. No, motherfucker. I'm talking about if you were to look at the Earth from the International Space Station, you would see the quote-unquote terminator that determines when day turns into night, and you would watch it spread east to west across the globe. That shit is not traveling at the speed of light. This is a fundamentally ridiculous answer. You see the sun set. If night traveled at the speed of light, that shit would be imperceptible to the human eye, much like the difference between 30 and 60 FPS. You do know that we know the speed that the Earth rotates at, right? Then why are so many people fucking confused by the question, Neil deGrasse Tyson? You don't know it, otherwise you would have typed the speed of the Earth rotating is this. Instead, you're like, you know, I could Wikipedia it, but my time's too valuable. We're trying to share information here. We're trying to, you know, ignite each other's curiosity. You shouldn't ask that question. Okay, well, if I went into, what's your most fucking, I'm dying to know the answer to this question. Let me guess. What size are your shoes? Someone in chat said 1,037 miles per hour. So if you were in like an SR-71 Blackbird, you could stay in permanent daylight. How fast do they fly? They gotta fly pretty fast. I don't know. That's really fast though. Like 1,000 miles an hour. That's faster than 𝘧𝘳𝘧𝘪𝘦𝘯𝘥𝘴 on the Peloton, and that's saying something. You stay at the North Pole, it's easy. True. I was telling this to Corey yesterday, but I'm getting pissed off at the fact that the nights are so long. Like the nights are so short. And the sun stays up so late. It's actually like a huge boon for your quality of life, unless you have a toddler that you're trying to teach to go to bed at 8 p.m. And then you gotta be like, she's like, it's morning. And I'm like, it's not morning, it's 8 p.m. But even though it's bright as fuck outside, and like you can see the sun pouring in through the blackout curtains, like, I'm telling you, it's 8, man. And then, so I went to bed at like 9:15 last night. I woke up at 4:30 because Ruka threw up. No, we're not doing this today. You're holding. At 4:30, the sun had already like started to peek out its little head. And I was like, maybe I should just wake up. Like, I don't know. The hardest job in the world has got to be choosing when to say that the sun goes down and comes up in Vancouver. Because, like, at 4:40 a.m., it was bright. Like, you could walk outside and see the sidewalk without a flashlight. So how do you choose? But no meteorologist that's self-respecting is going to be like, oh, the sun comes up at like 4:15 in the morning today. You're going to get death threats, man. People are going to be like, that's too early. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll wait. If you drove 110 kilometers an hour directly east to west at the 49th parallel, you would slow down nightfall by almost exactly 10%. Let's go. That was a back of the napkin calculation. Thank you, Richard Feynman. My dude's feet must be like cold as fuck, man. Today's stream is dedicated to the motherfucker who invented shoes. Yeah, I hope he's getting his dick sucked in heaven next to the guy who invented the Egg McMuffin. The Egg McMuffin creator is definitely in hell. Fucking why, bro? What's wrong with the Egg McMuffin now? You really can't have shit in 2024. The dude who invented the egg and ham English muffin sandwich is in hell. For what, man? Obesity? Nobody's getting obese off Egg McMuffins, bro. They're like 306 calories each. It's probably less, honestly. A little bread, a little egg, a little ham, a little cheese. You could do worse. That's all I'm saying. It's got to be one of the healthiest things at McDonald's, man. What about the apples? Okay, the healthiest shit at McDonald's that people actually order. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be the parent that gets the Happy Meal. And then when you get the choice between small fries and apple slices, takes the apple slices. It's just not going to happen. You don't go to McDonald's in that case. You're really gonna buy a Happy Meal for your... And I like apples. Like, I'm very apple pilled. I've been eating like 2 Cosmic Crisp a day right now, but you know, give to Caesar that which is Caesar, and give to Ronald's that which is Ronald's. You get the apple slices and the fries. You can get double fries. Every time, Europeans, I'm aligning with you on this one. You always, like, you say something like, hey, a McDouble's not that bad, and then like 10,000 Americans are like, actually, it's the cause of the obesity crisis. And I'm like, how? That shit's 280 calories. And they're like, you got to eat 4 of them to be full. That's your fucking problem, dude. What do you mean double fries in a Happy Meal? My kid's 3.5 years old. That's crazy. That's like child abuse in the other direction. You just eat one of them, and then like, you know, your brain might be like, I could eat more, but you go, fuck that. You hop in the car and get stuck in traffic for like 2 hours. That's the secret, man. A double quarter pounder is perfect macros. It's too much beef for me, man. I mean, that's a half pound of beef right there in a single sandwich. Not even like a day, in a single sandwich. They're so small. No, we're not. You have a problem. The double quarter pounder with cheese is not small, man. It's a full size bun, 2 beef patties, one slice, maybe 2 slices of cheese. Come on. Info, how many times do you snack a day? It used to be a lot, I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm cutting right now, and I'm trying to keep myself honest. So you know what I've been doing lately? I hate that I have to resort to this level of manipulation of my own brain. I've been brushing my teeth right after dinner. That way, if I want to eat more, I have to go, like, I have to get over the barrier of, like, I would have to brush my teeth again. Which is not a barrier that's insurmountable, but sometimes it's like just enough to be like, I don't really need to eat right now. Try doing it after every meal? No, because like, I mean, well, I'm trying to get caught up. I'm not trying to be in like the remake of The Machinist, you know? Wasn't Christian Bale eating 1 apple a day for that? What's crazy is that like nowadays he would get skewered online. People would be like, 1 apple a day, that's so much sugar. He should really just eat 12 slices of bacon instead. Sorry, I don't know. Maybe, is this something? Fake guy just dropped. You know what, though? I feel like I'm okay now. I used to bother me being the guy who makes up guys to get mad at. Because there's a new genre of guy who makes up guy to get mad at, which is guy who feeds made up guy into Chat GPT and then gets mad at the guy that Chat GPT makes up. So I actually feel like just from society getting like a little bit worse, I now look better in relation to them. Who's your child's BTS bias? She's not much of a BTS girly, to be honest. She really likes Magnetic by Illit. Like, that's her favorite song maybe of all time. It's either that or something by Perry Grip. Probably like Shopping Penguin or something like that. Or Oh Potato Dog. When are you going to introduce her to Lonesome Crowded West? Every time I drive, basically. But sometimes she does cry and say, Daddy, I want to listen to my music. And I'm like, okay, fine. Just at the end of this song. She doesn't know that shit's like 11 minutes long. Let's go! Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Oh, she likes Pink Panther S. I get that joke, kind of. She makes short songs. Didn't she give an interview? It was like, there's no reason for a song to ever be longer than like 90 seconds. I can understand that. I mean, she's Bob Pollard pilled. She's guided by voices pilled. Ramen tier list. You got the wrong guy. I consider myself the only rational noodle consumer. I don't eat instant ramen ever, and I love restaurant ramen. I would say I consume it once a month. You're not a college student? I mean, in college, I was eating meals that probably cost like as much as a pack of ramen noodles. They were just made of like really cheap bread and like, you know, cheese I stole from my roommate. Unethical life pro tips. I'm fucked. No, I'm saved. I'm saved. Ooh. This is not me, okay? Because I was very, like, only drink water and beer pilled in university, okay? I was like, I'm not drinking my calories until Thirsty Thursday, when I will be drinking only drinking my calories. But my roommate had an unethical life pro tip that I still laugh about today. There was, like, a portion of our house went in communally on orange juice. So, like, they would all buy one carton of orange juice. Like, one person would buy it, and then when that one was finished, you would move to the next person in the rotation, and they would buy it, and so on and so forth. When he got to his spot in the rotation, he would wait till everybody went to bed, and he would take out one of those orange juice from concentrate cans and mix it up in, like, the pitcher, and then pour the pitcher into the old, fresh orange juice carton. So bro was getting fresh squeezed orange juice at Minute Maid from concentrate prices. He's a scammer. Nobody ever noticed his, I mean, like, yes, did he violate their trust? Yes. But nobody ever mentioned anything. And instead of paying, you know, $4 a carton for orange juice, he was paying like 70 cents or something like that. How'd you figure it out? Because he told me, because he knew I'm a fucking steel trap, bro. Honestly, like, this is going to be a rude awakening, but why didn't I, like, narc on him? Because I liked him a lot more than the people he was taking advantage of with this orange juice scheme. If he was doing something, like, really fucked up, I would have let it slip. But, like, the orange juice thing, I was like, that's just funny, honestly. You just told 8,000 people, though? Yeah, this was in, like, 2008. It's a long time ago. It seems weird to do that to save a couple bucks. Oh, so you hate poor people? Sorry, I've just always wanted to be on the other side of that one. I see why you do it now. It feels good. It does feel good. You instantly feel like you're in the right as soon as you say it. I get it now. I get it, man. Perfect time to hold. This is our move. Yes, yes. Okay. I'd like to stay away from the wall. I don't know the coefficient of friction of this stone here. I'd like to stay away and keep the ball in open space as much as possible. And then push it through these on the diagonal. And then you can hold for just the briefest of moments. No matter what, you got to go through a double geyser. So I'd rather go through a double geyser right here, because the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. So like line it up, and this is going to have to be a very well-timed push. Not yet. Just wait for it. This is where champions are made. No matter what, you got to go through a double geyser. We go again. I'm a little bit sus about this rock, but I think we clear it without getting stuck. Okay, that one I almost went a little too early. Let's back it up 1.6 radians. That's tech. That's tech. Okay. There's a rock right there, so we got to move slightly to the side. It's coming home. It's coming home. What's up with the cauldrons of Barcelona, bro? Nothing to get scared about. Oh, but we earned this. We earned this one. Woo! Look, dude, he's so tired. There you go. Take a little break. I've never seen his idol animation before. Duke Ellington's son or Count Basie's daughter. I'm about to offend a lot of people who know how to tie a bow tie. If given the choice, I would prefer to have a child who listens to music that is at least a little bit contemporary so they can relate to their peers. Instead of like, hey, you know, it's Thirsty Thursday in the dorms and they put on some fucking Duke Ellington or something like that. They're going to get like probably the most turbo wedgie that's ever been given in Earth's history. Depends on the school. That's true. That shit would go crazy at the Tisch School of the Arts. Duke Ellington, one of the greatest composers of the 20th century. Yeah, we know. We know. We know your favorite song's Camptown Races. We know you're out here typing shit like, you know, Radiohead can't hold a candle to Charles Mingus. It's okay. Like, if it speaks to your soul, you come by it honestly, that's fine. Charles Dingus and Dork Ellington. So true. John Philip Snooza. Midwig von Beethoven. There's a lot of them, man. There's a lot. +2. Squeaks, you got me thinking about growing a beard again. Saw your beard. Saw you eating next to the Hudson River. You got me thinking about growing a beard again. But I know how it ends. I grow the beard for like a week. I'm like, sick beard. Then I'm like, I should shave it off. Then I shave it off. And I'm like, I'm glad I don't have a beard anymore. I don't mean this like in an offensive way, except to anybody but myself. I think what happens actually is like beard length where it is right now, I think is like pretty good. But then like when it grows out more, the gray in my goatee really goes on display. And I don't mind having gray hair. But the way it comes in makes me look... I mean, someone called me, like, you look like an Armenian taxi driver. And I was like, I can't even disagree. That's a compliment. I didn't really take, like, offense to it. But I was more like, is that what I want to look like right now at age 35? It's just like, in a way, I almost wish I had, like, more gray hair. So that I had, like, salt and pepper. Instead of, like... dark beard, but then the goatee is entirely gray, which looks like I actually dyed my goatee gray specifically, like Justin Hammer or something like that. Like I'm like the games master from the Hunger Games or something. Could dye it, yeah. But then I'm like, who do I think I am, man? Rip Donald Sutherland, so true. Last human on Earth in Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Well, second last human on Earth, famously. Sometimes I want to grow a beard, but then I think about how I never think guys with beards look good. I know, it's almost something like, I wanted to say, I think that people have gotten too tall to know how beards really look. Because I'm at the point now where I'm probably like a little bit shorter than the average guy, which means I can see how fucked up the neckline is. Like, if you're taller than the average guy, you're probably like, man, that beard looks sick. But if you're walking around with bearded motherfuckers who are like 2 inches taller than you, you're like, you gotta fucking let that shit grow a little bit, George Lucas. As a tall guy, rip me. Yeah, but at least you know what people's hairlines actually look like. I remember one soul-crushing moment. Girl I had a crush on in university. She was probably like 4 inches shorter than me. We went to a party, and she was standing on a chair, and she said, now I can see what your hairline looks like. And I was like, it's over. It's Even age 18, I was like, that's not good. I missed the Peloton update today. We didn't do the update today, but it was a pretty good ride, 90 minutes. I'm going to say it was like 1,045 kilojoules. Average wattage around 191. I thought it was going to be a recovery day, but then like halfway through the ride, I was feeling good enough to make a little push. Not an insane push, but it was a, you know, it's pretty solid. Okay, the moguls scare me. The cannons scare me because I don't see them shooting. Okay. Washed. Split the wickets, split the wickets. Split the wickets. Come on, man. Yo, come on, man. Hold. Yes. 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 I'm panicking, man. Oh, no! That's not going to hold. That's not going to hold. That's not going to... It's going a ways, man. That's going to miss the holder as well. Oh, the cauldrons, please. It's always just out of reach, man. Oh, come on. It's not stopping here. They didn't make a stop here. Don't let your emotions get the better of you. We're not quite ready to catch it yet. Don't let hope poison your heart just yet. Headed off at the pass. Aim for the bushes, bro. Okay, we're not in the geysers. We're not in the geysers. Oh, okay. Whew. northernlion, because of your stream, you've fully replaced the podcast I listened to for years. Good job. We're job destroyers, people. We're destroying jobs. We're rolling up other creative businesses here. It's free real estate, okay? Subscribe to my Substack. I like streaming, but it's just my job. My real passion is developing full-scale marketing plans for B2B software as a service industries. I'm the kind of person like, listen, if you already got like $1 million company, I could take it to $1 billion, but really I specialize in that like, you know, 0 to 100,000 sort of like present value sort of stuff. And I could really turbocharge your acceleration, I'd say. Can you give us one for free? Yes. Just make up the results for your product. Just make them up. You know in your heart that your product is going to work. If it doesn't work right now, just make it up. You'll get there. Get the money and then make it work. They will thank you. They will not call it fraud. They'll call it creative product design and having 100% belief. It's called radical dishonesty. It's sweeping through Mendocino right now. He's Elizabeth Holmes posting. Bro, Theranos was not a fake business, okay? You guys got it twisted. Did the machine work? Yes. The machines that they bought from Westinghouse and then pretended that they made themselves totally worked. She just needed a little more time, man. She just needed you just couldn't give her any more time, huh? They hate to see a girl boss succeeding. She's got nothing but time now. Well, last day to vote for the name of Utah's NHL team. That shit's at a public ballot. You're about to be the Utah Romneys, bro. Utah Powder was good. Yeah, but they're never going to use that because of the association between professional athletes and prodigious cocaine use. That's just not going to happen, unfortunately. I get it, because it's like it's skiing, snowboarding, but it should be Wildcats to honor Utah's second most prestigious university, Weber State. Hello, Wildcats. I think about that guy like once a week.
Hello, Wildcats. This is Weber Cooks, and today we're making a rice dish that is really easy to make. This one here, you just dump the rice into the thing, pull the packet out, and then take 2 teaspoons of butter and put it in the dish. We'll put it in the microwave for 1 minute.
Top 10 moment in YouTube history is when he's doing a recipe video for how to cook rice-a-roni, which is already ridiculous because the instructions are on the box. And then he puts the rice-a-roni in the microwave with the plastic knife in the in the container and nukes it for like 2 minutes. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's good stuff. Oh, yeah. Baer, I don't know what role he had in production, but he was involved in the production of that. He was a classmate at the same time as Steven from Weber Cooks. I don't know if he was working the camera or that he was choosing the musical cues, but yeah, he was involved. Really? This I don't remember. This might have come out on like a roundtable podcast at one point. And he was like stunned that it was like a famous video. He was like this like when we were filming it, we were like, what the hell are we doing?
I'm gonna ask that guy that Baer used to work with that did the microwave show. Maybe he knows.
Baer used to work with one of the microwave show guys?
The guy that he used to like make nachos, he was like 60.
Baer used to work with that guy?
Yeah.
Baer used to work with the guy, the dank meme guy who's always making the nachos on the TV show?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
the dude who cranked open that like can of chili and then poured it on top of the tortilla chips? He just... What?
You knew this already.
I did not know this. Baer...
I'm not saying you should know this.
Baer worked with that guy?
He filmed it. He was the cameraman.
No way!
Yes.
What? Baer has to do an AMA, man.
I believe he said he filmed them, yeah.
What the fuck?
He definitely worked with him, and he was on the set of it, and I believe he set things up for him.
What?
Also been on the filming
department. The hell? Is this for real life?
Yeah, we talked about this in Magic like months ago.
Oh my god, you guys needed to get that shit to critical mass.
Rye Spellfang just said this is literally the 3rd time it's been discovered by you on the show.
No, it's not. It is not. I would have remembered.
I think it is.
I would have remembered.
I know I've talked about this before.
No. Don't trust the guy who stole my name.
Back in my youth, in my old college days, I was a part of a class. It was an intro to film and news broadcasting kind of mix. Okay. And we had so it was Weber State University. That's completely up in the air now. That was like it's kind of funny. That was like the one element of my personal life that I've been trying to keep under wraps for a little while.
You went to college?
Yeah. Oddly enough, like that was the one thing where I was like, okay, let's taper off a little bit here. Let's diving into like let's write my autobiography now. But it was Weber State University, and they had a Weber State news program. And in that class, you had to create a segment that would air on the news broadcast regularly. Elderly gentleman by the name of Steven Stephen Reed, registered sex offender Stephen Reed. I feel like I have to preface that every time now.
You know this after the fact, of course.
Yeah. And he came up with a segment called Weber Cooks, which was a cooking segment where he tried to make dishes that college kids would be able to prepare at school. So not just like cooking on a budget, but cooking in a dorm, or even more to the point, cooking in the common area, or cooking in the convenience store in the like the hall, you know, like stuff that honestly shouldn't be eaten. stuff you shouldn't consume or look
Stuff
at.
that doesn't need tutorials, really.
I'd like to point out that one of these dishes was a jar of cheese sauce mixed with a jar of chili in the microwave, and then served with a whole bag of tortilla chips.
Hello, Wildcats. This is Weber Cooks, and today we're doing chili cheese nachos. Okay, the things are done. You got to be careful because the cheese sauce is really hot, and the chili is hot also. We mix them both together, and you open this up and have some on a plate, and there you have it, a dip that will satisfy a small group, and this will run you about $6, but when you figure that it will feed anywhere from 3 to 6 people, it will only cost you $1 or $2 per person. And I'm Stephen Reed, and this was Weber Cooks.
And I would love to see like a college student walk out of the common room with that and be like, I got dinner, guys.
If only it had blown up to the degree that it had, like, in the moment, because then I would be able to witness people, you know, ironically eating spaghetti out of a microwave.
Ironic spaghetti.
But, I mean, I can't even really convey to you the magic and wonder of what this is without you seeing it, because we have, you know, it's just a poor old 65-year-old man who I always felt bad about ripping him a new one whenever we would talk about this, because, you know, just a poor old dude going to school to try to you know, relive the days of his youth. But he was kind of a piece of shit, I'll be totally honest. He was a dick, and it wasn't even, you know, just normal dickish behavior. He was kind of
Sex
adamant.
offender.
Well, I mean, that kind of turns you into an asshole just in and of itself, right? But
Right.
he was so adamant about this idea that he would, you know, shoot down any kind of advice, any kind of, like...
So he had an ego about it,
He
too.
did! It was the most ridiculous thing in the fucking world, the fact that he had kind of a pretentious demeanor about him toward the entire endeavor of, I'm gonna put some goddamn chili in a bowl and microwave a plastic knife, and you better look at me like I'm goddamn Emerald Live up in this motherfucker, because this is
Shit. Bam!
this is how kids are gonna survive out here in the real cold hard world, man. They're gonna rely on me to make stuff
Teach him how to
happen.
cook.
Yeah.
In the rice-a-roni video, there's a lot of comedic...
It's like you're interviewing me for a fucking newscast, man. It's
The
like
James
the
Lipton
Rice Arona video.
So I can search Weber Cooks.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
Are
get
you
a
in
lot of
this?
results. I'm not in
behind the
it.
camera.
I'm the behind the scenes guy.
Oh man, this guy looks like a sex offender.
It does.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with you saying that, even though it's the literally truest
The literallyest.
thing possible. But in the rice-a-roni video, he puts
This is
the
a lot of
rice...
views, man.
he puts the rice in the bowl, and then he puts the butter, and he microwaves the plastic knife for like 2 minutes. He just leaves the knife in the bowl and then pulls it out. And then at the end, he's like, you add the water. And then
I was gonna say, why is he talking like this?
well, he adds the water, and then he says, you microwave that shit for 12 minutes.
Yeah. No, he doesn't say
He
microwave
leaves-
that shit, but he does say
No, he
microwave
says,
for 12
pop
minutes.
that in the microwave for 12 minutes. The more I've watched these videos since talking to you, the more there's a narrative thread that can be tied between them. The microwave is an important player. The door doesn't latch properly a lot. It keeps coming back to like hit him, and then he has to like push it, but he doesn't want to let people know that it doesn't work. So he's kind of like sneakily pushing it. But then he closes the door, and then he just opens it again anyway, because you're always using the microwave for steps 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Microwave, and you want to make sure that if you're using a glass container,
Today
great.
we're making rice. God,
He's a very charismatic individual. You're right.
he looks like he's dying.
I was the director, producer, and videographer, depending on the day. But
So sorry.
well, that was the
Exactly.
thing too. As part of the class, you had to do those things in order to get full credit for the class, for the course. And I happened to make myself available for the days which the Weber Cooks segments were being filmed.
Thank God.
Yeah, and
This wouldn't have been possible without you.
the greatest parts of them were probably the waiting. So
Of course.
when he puts the spaghetti in the microwave for 20 minutes, if you can only imagine 20 minutes in a room with Stephen Reed, I mean, that right there, those are some golden
Oh, that's
life
another
moments,
TV
but-
show. 20 minutes in a room with Stephen Reed.
On the
20 minutes with
WWE
20
network.
minutes with the Reed.
Yeah.
Oh man, just you guys. He didn't sit down. I'm sure he stood behind the counter, reveling in the moment. Well, the ever-increasing smell of microwave spaghetti filled
Oh,
the studio.
He's like, this is gonna make me famous.
And I know a lot of people are going to want to know if we ever ate anything. Fuck no, we didn't eat any of that shit, man. Like, that was...
Did he offer it to you though?
He never ate anything he made.
What do you do? Throw it away?
Never in
after?
the studio. Yeah, it went straight in the trash, man. I'm not even making that up. He never even, like, so much as... He never even so much as looked desirably at the dish, much
Creamed
less
corn and potatoes.
put that
I'm
shit
excited.
in his mouth.
In the spaghetti one, he just strains the spaghetti like
just
straight
going to
either
strain
onto the floor or into the
our-
trash can. Neither one is the right place for boiling water.
Yeah.
You don't put that in like a vinyl trash bag; it's gonna melt it. And on the floor, you're just a goddamn animal, aren't you?
Well, I mean,
You know how
you
he
say
feels
that
about
like
melting.
it reached any kind of warm temperature whenever we were doing
Wait, was that you
process.
talking in the background?
Maybe. I doubt it. We were
No, it was
Wait,
probably
he
that.
looks like you. I'm watching he's making creamed corn and potatoes, and he says something, and he looks off. Oh, look, there's the green screen. Good camera shot. There. See the green screen on this camera angle.
Hey,
Oh,
man.
you adjusted it. Good job. Good job.
I'm not gonna take any goddamn rap for this shit.
the
That
cream
was
corn
all high
potatoes.
quality.
Oh,
I-
that was some janky editing right there.
If I had to choose which one I had to eat,
Oh, there's a good question.
That
I'd
looks so
probably-
gross.
I'd probably eat the rice-a-roni.
Yeah, well, yeah. 'cause
Oh no, not without the plastic having been microwaved to begin with. Okay,
That's an important element of the dish, man. That's
That
the
is.
chef's
Okay.
touch right there.
I'll be straight with you. I'd probably eat the chili cheese nachos.
Yeah.
The creamed corn and
How
potatoes
bad
look
could that
so disgusting. He
The thing-
mashes the potato, like the whole potato, with like a plastic fork. And he pours a can of creamed corn on top of it, and he puts it in the microwave. That is how he cooks.
The chili cheese nachos, the tortilla chips are safe.
Yeah.
They were in a
It's kind of
bag.
hard to
You're gonna
fuck
eat
that
them
up.
without the dip.
The cheese sauce and the chili have just been microwaved. That's
That would
okay. The
be-
spaghetti.
Didn't
I
you
think
take
we
pride
pitched
in
to
this?
Joe Rogan a resurgence of Fear Factor, and we just bring Stephen Reed onto the show. And just all right, so he'll make something.
The
Well,
weeb
we've
factor.
given him 40 different foodstuffs with which a microwave is necessary. Have at
He's
it.
gonna make you a meal.
I
Yeah.
wish he could have kept it up, man. I would love to see Stephen Reed, sorry. I would love to see him make like a cheese pizza by like microwaving a piece of bread with tomato sauce and a Kraft single on top of it.
The Thanksgiving special would be the best
Oh,
ever.
my God.
man.
I'm pretty sure the Thanksgiving special would just be like a Hungry Man TV dinner, and he'd be like, you just put it in the microwave.
I want to
For
see him
however
wedging a
long
whole
it says.
turkey into the microwave, just pushing it in.
You come back in 2.5 years.
Okay, hang on. There's a lot of bombs in the ground here. Easy come, easy go. Come on, come on. The perfect block. Oh, man. Yes, yes. Please, please. Okay, there's hope. Oh. Big save, man. Okay. Put it here for a second. Put it here. My HOA would not like that. Okay, don't get me started, because I don't know if you're safe there, man. This thing goes out way further than I thought it would. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, I have to write a strongly worded letter in email form to the city. Week and a half ago, we put out our recycling, and there were some huge boxes, I'll admit, okay? I didn't break up the huge boxes because historically, I've just left them next to my cardboard recycling, and the recycling company has taken it on garbage pickup day. Like 2 recycling pickups ago, they didn't take the big boxes. I said, whatever, that's fine. So what did I do last week? I was a good little soldier. Sir, yes, sir. I took those boxes, sliced them up, like real thin so they fit in the bag. Every other box we got over the course of the next like 10 days, sliced them up with the box cutters, made them real thin. They were fitting real nice in the bag. Put the bag out. Now, I do have to tell you, the bag was stuffed because this was like 2 weeks of recycling that they hadn't taken at this point. The bag was stuffed, but it was otherwise totally fine. Go out and get ready to take my recycling in. They didn't take the bag because I guess it was too full. So I was like, this shit's going to make me HOA pilled. I took a photo of the bag, and I am now going to send that shit to the city and be like, hey, just so you know, I'm going to start throwing this shit in the garbage because you'll take it that way. I can put whatever the fuck I want in the garbage, but apparently, like, if you have too much recycling, oh, we can't take that. Just pick up the bag and turn it upside down in the truck, motherfucker. You're the one that made me have a recycling debt in the first place by not taking it 2 weeks ago. And then I had twice as much the next week, and you're like, oh, that's too much. So I reset it, okay? I reset it. I drove to the recycling depot and poured all the recycling into like the manual cardboard recycler. But now I'm going to send a strongly worded, I'm basically going to send a letter to the city that's like, I'm going to destroy planet Earth unless you can just give us a second bag. I see houses that have 2 recycling bags for the cardboard. So I guess I would be like, can you just give me another bag so that the recycling company knows I'm good for it or whatever? They thought it was trash. No, it's like a bright yellow bag that says paper on it. It's how we handle our paper recycling here. Why don't you have a bin? Because I have 2 bins. I have a bin for aluminum and other containers. I have a bin for glass, and then I have a big bag for cardboard. I honestly think like the recycling dude just doesn't like me, even though he doesn't know who I am. I think he's like, life's too short to deal with this much fucking cardboard. Well, you're in the wrong line of work then, motherfucker. I will be downloading Van 411, sending, relevant photos of exhibit A, B, and C, and being like, hey guys, just so you know, they're not picking up the recycling, even though, because there's too much. Okay, then I'm going to throw that shit in the trash next time, man. Put a beer next to it? No, absolutely not. They missed their chance. I mean, I was raised right, okay? My family, at like Christmas time, you put a little Christmas present in the mailbox for the mailman. Give a little Christmas present to the bus driver when you get on. Leave a little, like a bottle of wine next to your garbage and recycling for the municipal workers. I'm not going to incentivize bad behavior, though. You're not picking up my recycling? You're not getting the bottle of wine this year. Sorry. You missed your chance. Because now I had to burn like an afternoon driving out almost to Richmond to put my... No! No! I can't even get the fuck out of here, man. Hold for, just for a second. Just hold for a second. Just a brief, brief candle. Just stop for a second. Okay, I know how to do this. You gotta wait a second. Wait for the right ones to go. Here they go. Then you give it a little push this way. You come back and grab it this way and you're off to the races, okay? It's nice to have a spot in the city you can go to drop off like your excess recycling that they just don't feel like picking up. But at the same time, you know, I also have like a big truck that comes to my house once a week that's supposed to pick that shit up so that I don't have to do it. And that's, I think, like, I don't know, like 21% of my property tax goes to paying for that service. So, I mean, I'm not trying to get, you know, too fiscal pilled about it, but I'd really like to not have to drive my own shit to the dump at the recycling depot whenever I have the chance. Go, go, go. What about loving tedium? I was kind of digging the drive, don't get me wrong, but I would rather have been recording Balatro. Is it even worth stressing out about? I'm not stressed. I'm just like, I want to make sure they pick up my shit, bro. Because I mean, you got to understand how, like, the domestic stress flows as well. So, like, my wife will get stressed if the recycling doesn't get picked up. Her stress will reflect onto me. Now I'm stressed. And now I have no choice but to make the city stressed. So, like, that's how it goes, man. If they want to remove stress from the ecosystem, they can pick up the bright yellow bag that says paper, that's full of paper next time. My wife is stressed. I have to kill whoever created that stress. It's the way it goes, man. I think it's like the natural order of like a heterosexual relationship. Back in the caveman days, there must have been like, you know, there were probably cavemen who were like, I don't give a fuck about that blueberry bush. Then, like, you know, 𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧 is like, what if we move the blueberry bush over to the other side of the cave? And he's like, I will do it immediately. Thank you, Faint Bunny. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Maybe this is naive of me, but, like, I don't see how these represent, like, a serious obstacle. I guess if they squeeze tight enough to destroy the ball and, like, send it propelling backwards, that's that would be bad. Just hold. This is a perfect hold opportunity. And then you just got to squeeze it out at the end before it gets crushed. I mean, that's a perfect cycle, bro. That is a perfect cycle right there. You see the post about the babysitter who let the kid eat 55 gummy bears? Hang on, that's something that we can lock in and talk about while we get past this section. 11 packs of Costco gummy bears that have 5 gummy bears each. 11 packs? Hang on. A babysitter allowed our 4-year-old to eat 11 packs of gummy bears today. When my wife discovered this, she asked the babysitter why she allowed this to happen. The response, she kept asking for more. I told my wife not to let that babysitter anywhere near our children ever again. Nobody with that kind of judgment should be trusted of anything of value, period. Now listen, they're right, but I do also have to call into question their character because they have a blue check and then their bio says they're passionate about entrepreneurship, real estate, small business, and life. So I think that, like, my bullshit detector's kind of going off that maybe this story is, like, made up for clout to get people to sign up for their Substack newsletter. That being said, if the story really happened, yeah, obviously that's, like, too much. But, like, I don't know if there's discourse. I don't know if there's discourse associated with that. It ain't that bad. I mean, if they're in packs of 5, you got to imagine that that's probably like, you know, an 80-calorie pack at a minimum. All of a sudden, the kid is eating like, you know, 1,000 calories of gummy bears. That's a little much, man. Kids eat worse. They shouldn't really, like a 4-year-old. A 4-year-old should not be eating worse than 55 gummy bears in a like one day. That's like child abuse. But see, you're getting involved in the discourse. Did this ever happen? Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. The important thing is that if it did happen, we all agree it shouldn't have. Okay? I ate ants at that age. Yeah, but if like you paid someone $17 an hour to feed your kid ants, you would probably be like, "What the fuck? You're fired. You suck ass at this job." Like that's obvious. I hope. A little risky here. That's true. Ants might be better for you, depending on the ant. You gotta risk it for the biscuit, bro. You gotta risk it. You can't harm me. I don't see how you could harm me. I don't give you that sort of power. Cod. I will say, that's also, like, it depends on the age of the babysitter. But, like, we were pulling weeds, like, 2 weekends ago. And someone came up to us. You know, we moved into the neighborhood, like, a year ago. But we haven't met everybody on the block yet. Somebody came up to us and was like, "Hey, I live around the corner. Like, my name's blank," and we were just having a conversation, and she was like, "If you ever need a babysitter, like, I have 2 kids who do babysitting, and they're great babysitters, so I'm sure they would love to babysit for you." And then she started telling us more, and, like, the kid is, like, 16 years old or something, and I'm like, maybe I'm too much of, like, a millennial parent, but I'm like, I think, like, 16, 17 is, like, I don't want to say I don't trust them. I'm sure it's fine. Like, people were doing it at, like, 13 in the 90s. And they were just leaving kids home alone in, like, you know, 1961. I'm like, I think if you're 16 and you're babysitting, like, a 10-year-old, that's fine. Because what a 10-year-old, what do? You're just, like, you know, eat your dinner, go to bed. Like, that's it. But, like, a 3-year-old, I'm kind of like, I want someone just a little bit, like, I want, like, a career babysitter. I don't want someone who's just in it because of, like, the youth labor market. I want someone who's like, this is my passion. Maybe when she's, like, 5 or 6, then I'd be like, okay, a 16-year-old can handle this. But, I mean, when our kid was first born, I was like, I don't even want my mother-in-law looking after her. I don't know if she's got the skills, man. You're going to say, like, oh, like, problematic? Kate, can you back me up here? I've told this before, but I don't tell it that often. I remember it was like they sent us home from the hospital like 2 days after our kid was born, right? Which is pretty typical. And then like that day, we had her like in her lounger on the couch. And, oh, you already know it, huh? And we had our extended family over to see our daughter for the first time, right? And then my mother-in-law kept putting like a blanket on top of her. And then Kate was like, "Don't put the blanket on her, like she's not cold." And then my mother-in-law was like, "No, she's going to get a cold." And then, like, she kept putting the blanket on her. Anyway, we were eating lunch. I looked over, and my daughter's in the lounger with, like, the blanket over her face going, like, I don't know if she's chilling or she's, like, going hypoxic or whatever. So I, like, went over and took the blanket off, and I was like, that's the last time, like, my mother-in-law is in charge of my child at this age. Age 10? Sure, maybe. Age 10. 10 days, no shot. Now, my mom, no sweat. Worst case scenario, she's going to feed our kid 55 gummy bears. But he's coming down. He's going to the side. You gotta, this is a swerve situation. I've swerved too much. Can I get a little help? That's a little help. I appreciate that. Just a little help. That's big help. Split the wickets, bro. Okay, we get the wickets next time. Get the wickets next time. The wickets, please. The wickets. Yes, yes, joggle it. Joggle it. Do tricks on it. Oh, no. Okay, hold up. That's fine. That's what the holders are for. Ooh, okay, we go again. What the hell is this? Is this like the bank vault from Legend of Zelda or something? The rupees. Okay. As always, take a little break. Take a little break. Oh my gosh. I don't like the ones that seem to spin an awful lot. How much more of this is there? It ends when we reach the top. This is a dangerous maneuver here, but just give me a second. Like we can ignore that one. We can simplify things a little bit. Now this, I think you gotta concern yourself with. Unless you want to try to go over the treasure chest, which is a little spooky. I think I know this looks harder than it is. You find your angle into the rupee spinner. You got tons of time. And then you just stand in the middle. That one's for you, REM poster. Great opportunity for you there. And then send it. Now, I don't know what's going on with the red rupees. Worst REM song? No. Oh, okay. Not pretty. I think it's a pretty good song. These belts are making it a little touchy. I'm trapped. I'm okay. Okay. Hold. We almost see the gates of Zeus. Bro, fuck the hot dog rollers, man. Making this shit unpredictable. And they got one turning the wrong way once you get closer, so we gotta watch out for that. Because it's gonna propel you forward. There you go. There you go. That's what you gotta watch out for. Now, me personally, it's a great time to lock in and say, I never want to see this section again. So, like, be smart about this one. Incremental movements. Slow is fast. And then just keep an eye on the rubies. We just want to make sure they're not going to zip over here. No, they're just spinning around right there. Okay. Okay. Hold. Hold. What is that, man? Sephiroth has been here. They do come close enough to the wall to ruin your life. But it takes them a long time to do so. Do they come close enough to the wall at the back? No, just at the front. Okay, so I stand here and then wait for my cycle. That's my cycle. And now, again, this is the hardest part. This is the trust coefficient. Okay, now... Just squeeze. We want to get as close to that ball as we can without going over. Yeah. Shit looks like an Oreo commercial for real. Now here, this looks like you got no choice but to take the middle. Trust the process, trust the hammies, trust the glutes. This is what we work for. Now here... I'm chill. I'm chill. That's gone. Believe that. Somebody stop it. Somebody stop it. Please give it a good bounce. Yes. Yes, man. Yes, dude. Yes. Oh. Okay. Looks like there's a good line right up the middle. I'm hoping there's no, like, catastrophic obstacles here. This shit look like a bong, man. Your floor looks like a bong. Funniest line in a Seth Rogen movie be like, "It looks like you could smoke off your floor." Hey, when you bought your floor, did the store have a big poster of Bob Marley on the wall? Yeah. Let me guess, when you bought your floor, it had a big sign that said, for tobacco use only. Sorry, I love Seth Rogen actually, though. But I couldn't resist. She bobbing on my Marley till I'm jamming? Yes, man. Yes. I love that for both of you. Is Noam Chomsky really dead, by the way? No. Also, so there's that tweet that went viral that was like how it feels to not tweet Rip Noam Chomsky. And it was a clip from the Newsroom. Can somebody who watched that tell me if that clip is edited in any way?
What's going on?
I'll call security.
Every second you're not current, 1,000 people are changing the channel to the guy who is. That's the business you're in.
It's a person. A doctor pronounces you're dead, not the news.
Because it has, like, Fix You by Coldplay playing the entire duration of the clip at, like, 110 decibels per second. It's not from the pilot. Oh, no, man. Every episode is like that. It's crazy that show didn't come out in 2016. That was, in a weird way, like in a pejorative way, is kind of ahead of its time. I remember my high school history teacher, who was an amazing teacher, by the way. She did, well, listen, I'm a mid to elder millennial, right? So after high school, you know, Facebook takes off. I added like all my favorite teachers on Facebook. I remember one day she posted the Newsroom clip where it's like, somebody calls America the greatest country in the world.
Tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom. Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science.
And then he goes like, is it the best country in the world? We're behind Cuba for doctors, and we're 17th internationally in like standardized test scores. And when I was watching it, I was like, yes, man, get him, dude, get him. But that was like literally 13 years ago or something. It's been a bit. That show was like porn for Canadians. That was on CBC Gems. That shit went platinum on ctvnews.ca. No doubt, man. At least we don't put milk in bags. Well, I think like the super text of the joke is not the subtext. The super text is that like Canada probably ranks like one worse than America in almost every single category that they mentioned. But I was like, finally, someone's taking them down a notch, man. Canada quite literally is above the USA. Oh, really? You're still using like the Mercator projection? I'm on 17 different turbocharged strains of Bolivian wokeness. I'm using those maps that put the Eastern Hemisphere on the left and the Southern Hemisphere on the top. I'm scaling all the other countries relative to the size that Micronesia is supposed to be. He is mapping at his residence. The navigator and the cartographer arrive calmly at the port with a sense of ambition. Relax, I'll handle it. This game boring as hell. You weren't there for the geysers, motherfucker. We have like 10 hours of just ice bridge and geysers. Now, what's going on here? I am the angry bird bath. What? The hell was that, man? I was kind of glancing when it happened. I guess I want to keep the ball slightly off center then. It's a rock. That makes sense. The range is insane, man. That shit hit me from across the map. How many female viewers does NL have? I mean, when I was doing Let's Plays exclusively, it was like 9%. I got to imagine now that we make better content, a lot of the boys have gone to watch other streamers now, and that's left us with a larger contingent of female viewers. I'm just saying, I've never seen a tweet that's like, I miss when NL used to play full games, and then the profile photo is a woman. It's just never happened. It's always been like Kirby with a Andorran flag in the background or something like that. Could be a woman, but I mean, I'm making an assumption. It is, people are not going to like this. It is easier to be a man. You know, my wife has to go to the doctor like every couple of years just for like an oil change or whatever. The doctor doesn't even like want to see me, which is hard in its own way. But like if she doesn't go to the doctor on time, they're like, get in here right now. My ass, they're like, what are you doing here, man? You're 35. Go home. Lose 10 pounds. Is that what you want to hear? You want me to take an hour to take your blood pressure and your heart rate just to tell you to lose 10 pounds? You fucking freak. By the way, thank you, Valentine, for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. But then, like, I sometimes feel, so my wife was like, it's not fair. Like, why do I have to go to the doctor and you don't have to go to the doctor? I've started hitting her with, like, oh, that's bad. I've started hitting her with the cheat code, which is to say, yeah, but, like, on the bright side, women statistically live, like, 7 years longer than men. And 7 years of life is, like, that's a lot, man. That's a meaningful amount. So, basically, I'm saying I, like, owned her with facts and logic. We'll just pray for mercy. It do be zipping, though. Hold. There's a chance. It got a really bad roll on the moguls. It was fucking zooming, man. No, dude, no. It could stay. It's like a pinball machine. It could stay here for like 20 minutes. Just need the right fucking... Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. It killed some time. Come on, man. Come on. Just stay there for another cycle. Oh, it's threading the fucking needle, man. Hold. No, dude, no. Wow. Oh my God. It's going 50 meters a second, bro. Holy fuck. The bamboo will save me. Yes. No, you took it out of the holder range. Oh, saved for a second. Come on, no. Oh, come on, rubies, man. Come on, rubies. Oh, man. No. Come on, hot dog rollers. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your merciful bounty. I hear Kate laughing up there. I don't know if it said this or what. We were so close, man. No. It's gonna stop. Yeah! No! Dude, the butter too? It was in the holder. So, all right, the butter can slow it down a little bit. It's textured for her pleasure. I'm just getting to the damn emeralds. I've been running for like 4 minutes. I gotta walk this shit up like one step at a time. No, dude, no. Okay, these, even though it missed the holder, like this can stall it for a minute at least. This is such a long trip, dude. I mean, is there any other game where when you like encounter misery, it's protracted over like several minutes, and then at multiple times over that period, they're like, don't worry, there's hope. And then they just take it away. Like, this is unique, man. I feel like it can't get past the ramps, right? It fucking soloed that shit at the speed of sound. Did you see? How does that even work in a Newtonian physics world? It just soloed it, man. Are you kidding me? There you go. Perfectly balanced as all things should. Yes, dude. Yes. hanging by a fingernail 500 meters away. Whee! No! No! Come on, come on. No bombs. No, 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 no. Cannons? Cannons? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then hold. Slow down. Give it some lateral movement and slow down the XY. And nothing's stopping it there, man. I don't even want to think about it. Where? Oh, please. Oh, okay. It's not getting out of there. We're not going back to the geysers. We're going back to the holder that's one past the geysers. I'm not even like messing with you. And Chad is not lying. That is like 2 hours of straight progress. Erased. Like there was so much work erased that it took 10 minutes to erase it. What's crazy is that even after the erasure, like, we still made progress today. Oh, man. We're not stopping at the ice bridge or the geysers for once. This is maybe the worst, most boring game you've ever played. No, I played The Witcher 3. Like all the way through. Woohoo! It's like the same sort of game, but they don't have the courage to actually like backslide you. Like, if they made that game with artistic integrity, anytime you died, that shit would take you back to 𝘧𝘧𝘪𝘦𝘯𝘥𝘴. Okay, anyway, slash marker. Slash marker. Call that Sisyphus. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Please play Bingle Bingle. Banter, you are a shadow agent that is hired by gaming publishers to gaslight streamers and to play their games. You think I don't remember that you're the same motherfucker who asked me to play, was it Moving Up? You asked me to play that for like 2 years straight in chat? Get it twisted. You exist in a key value pair in a database in my mind. Slash user Banter. It's true, I am. 999 messages. Bingle Bingle, it's a lot of fun. Hey, could you check out Bingle Bingle? Bingle Bingle, Prage. Hey, NL, could you check out Bingle Bingle? Play Prage, Bingle Bingle, the roulette roguelike. Hey, could you check out Bingle Bingle? Bingle Bingle, Bingle Bingle, I'm scrolling up. Bingle Bingle, Bingle Bingle, Bingle Bingle, Bingle Bingle, Bingle Bingle. This is just today. Bingle Bingle, Bingle Bingle, Bingle Bingle, Bingle Bingle, Bingle Bingle. I'm scrolling up, I'm scrolling up, I'm scrolling up. Okay, now let's see. Where are we at now? Stop typing. Stop typing. I'm finding your, now you're Poke Rogue King, Poke Rogue, 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 Dota, Bingle Bingle, Dota, Bingle. Moving out, please play moving out. I'm on to you. The 𝘧𝘧𝘪𝘦𝘯𝘥𝘴 is fucking gonna put you away in the clink. You are going to prison forever. You have to disclose that shit, bro. I know they're sending you a fucking Venmo, $250, and they say, don't stop till you're numb. I'll play Bingle Bingle when it doesn't have 73% positive reviews on Steam, okay? It's that simple. Let me check Balatro. Steam, Balatro, overwhelmingly positive, 97% positive reviews. Who's the 3%, man? I gotta know. Let me see. Sort by negative review. 55.4 hours on record. Update. I've put many more hours playing this. While I like it and have learned how to play it much better, it's still a huge grind. 99% of the time, you won't get the jokers necessary to win. Malf sends his regards. Just lost my entire progress to a cloud save bug. Okay, well, that's fair. There's too much randomness that get in the way of getting a good run. Only having one run that felt good in 10 hours of playing is just not worth it to me when there's other card games to play. Skill difference. A lot of the positive reviews seem like memes about how addictive it is. It definitely is addictive, but is it fun? I don't really know. 74 hours on record, negative review. Fuck you. Your soul is decroded. I'm having fun, but the more I play, the less appealing it gets. Welcome to having a human brain. Fuck you. It's really enjoyable up until you get to the point where it's higher in stake. It's not that the difficulty makes it difficult. It's more that you stop getting good jokers altogether. In some runs, you can tell very early if you're going to fuck you. 132.6 hours on record, 102 hours of review time. Gave it a thumbs down, played it for 30 more hours. Your soul is not making it through the pearly gates. Delete your review. I don't understand the hype around this game. Luck is way too large of a factor. Would recommend a real deck building game like Slay the Spire. You're okay, but that's not you don't have to pit two bad bitches against each other, but we do respect Slay the Spire here. Anyone find, like, when I was really hungry, I really enjoyed eating the food. But after I ate, like, 90% of my plate, I was too full to enjoy. It was actually uncomfortable to keep eating, but I can't stop. Negative review, you fucking idiot. No, I'm just joking. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But if you give a Steam review, a game a negative review on Steam, and then you play 30 hours after your negative review, you have to change your review or go to prison for 10 years. What about if but I have, and the dopamine, oh, but they, fuck you, man. Show some respect for the people who made your slop. That's the thing, you're consuming slop, but you don't even have the good sense to be thanks for the slop. You're like, the slop isn't perfect. You're not perfect, motherfucker. Hey everybody, we're back with some Balatro. Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays Balatro. It's been a bit, we haven't played much Balatro this week. Been too busy driving to the recycling depot. Yum slop. How do you play this again? You fish for flushes. Yeah, early on you fish for flushes. That's a gimme. Hello NL, your top tier gaming is always inspiring. You will never be Faint Bunny. No disrespect. Thank you for the kind words. Ever clogged the toilet? Absolutely, brother. Can I tell you, I had an awkward experience. We went to an indoor playground / cafe type thing with my daughter last weekend. I had to go to the bathroom. Big whoop. Okay, it happens. I piss now and then, okay? So sue me. I go to the bathroom. It was just piss. No shit. I pissed in the toilet. I flushed it. It went like blurp, but it did not get sucked down. The water with piss in it started to rise. I said, okay, I've seen this situation before. I'm going to wash my hands, and then maybe like the buildup of water will cause whatever's clogging the toilet to eventually like pop, and then the whole thing will drain and come back up. And then I washed my hands, and it was like still up there. So I flushed again. That's cope. You probably shouldn't do that. And then the water with piss in it kept rising, like almost to the point where the meniscus was coming out of the bowl. And I was like, I'm just going to leave the bathroom. This is the next person's problem. But then I heard like a mom outside that's like, just a minute, honey. Just a minute. Mommy has to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm stuck. So I had to like open the door, and then she went to like sidle past me. And I was like, actually, I think the toilet's clogged. I didn't tell her it was just piss. But then like I had to go up. She was like, oh, okay. Then I had to go up to the front and be like, excuse me, I think your toilet's clogged in like bathroom 1 over there. And everyone's looking at me like I'm a piece of shit, man. It was piss. Someone else clogged the toilet and then did what I should have done, which was abscond. All I did was piss in clean water, and I didn't know it was clogged, and I flushed and it came up. Piss has never clogged the toilet. It's not possible. You're supposed to be able to flush like billiard balls down that. Toilet became clogged in piss-related incident. You're right. I should have used the passive voice. You're right. I mean, at no point did I say I clogged your toilet, because that would have been a lie. Jokers and jesters always give off devil energy to me. Do you feel that? I don't know. I don't think I know enough about the devil, man. I don't really know what that guy's up to. I'm not Bible pilled. People have started, I shouldn't say accuse. That's not the right way to phrase it. People have started to think that I'm like religious because I keep saying your soul's not going to make it into heaven, your soul is cursed, you're damned to eternal damnation, etc., etc. I'm like 100% an atheist, and barring an outrageously life-changing event like actually seeing Jesus Christ in front of me in corporeal form, I think it's going to remain the same. That being said, I do think you have a soul that can be judged, but I am judging it. I don't think there's like necessarily St. Peter or something like that, but, and I meant what I said in the chat, which in the Discord I should say, which is I think you can purify it by doing good acts, like taking your cart back at the grocery store. And, you know, like letting someone in traffic. Like if you're at the, like there's a car in front of you, and then just behind them to the right side is someone pulling out of a parking lot, and you're at a red light, you should leave enough space so that when the light turns green and the car in front of you moves, you hit him with like one little hand wave and you let one person in. You don't let everybody in. You don't want them to walk all over you. Like, that's crazy. But you let the person at the front of the line in because it's convenient to do so. You're really not going to delay yourself for like 3 seconds. You're going to make this person wait 2 minutes for the next light cycle. Like, that's crazy. Who are you, Tron? Couple of queens. All we could have asked for right there is everything we just got. To me, this looks like it makes it. $7 points. Oh, 207. Yeah, you're right. Why risk it? That wasn't a risk as far as I'm concerned. I thought high card was our best hand as a result of the shoot the moon with the queens in hand. You're right. 𝘧𝘳𝘪𝘦𝘯𝘥𝘴 would have carried us, man. That was such a good run to be in, too. Black deck? Black deck is annoying. Brother. Fucking hate square joker, black deck. This is not a good start. Early square joker. I'm pogging. But why? Like, it's not that good. No flushes, brother. Are you fucking shitting me, man? Denver Nuggets jeans? That's insanity, dude. Fuck it. Ass. Decroded. Horrible tags. Have you seen the Gatorade guy? You're talking about Joe Biden? Hey, yo, Aaron, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Much appreciated. What am I looking for, man? I guess I'm looking for a full house. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. I'll take... you know what? Yeah. I'll live with that. He has seen The Straight Man. Is it a Denzel movie? I'm tempted to hold R, like, straight away. You know what? Fuck it, man. Let's give it a chance. Every Joker deserves his day in the sun. Foil would help. And you know what? It could be a little bit of this, too. Doubling zero money. Probably snooze on that one a little bit. Splash. Splash is interesting. Brother, I think... These are not my favorite Jokers to be eternal, but... You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You're okay. You're not okay. You're okay. $7 versus $9. I'll take the $9. I'll take the dinner with Jay-Z. And honestly, Greedy Joker is just like a better version of Wrathful Joker right now. We haven't turned anything into spades anyway. I don't know where we're going with this long term, though. Started putting trash in the trash can. Shit changed my life. You laugh, but that is, like, at a certain age, I think that's how, like, every Reddit life pro tip looks to me. They're all like, eat food as soon as you're hungry. There's no reason to procrastinate on eating food when you're hungry. The hunger is just gonna stick. You might as well do it right away. It's better for you. And then people are like, user was gilded for this post. I did see and this is bordering on rude, so I apologize. I did see the Twitter life hack that was like, as someone with ADHD, sometimes I can't bring myself to brush my teeth before bed, so I end up staying up like 3 hours later than I should. So my secret is, as soon as I get home from work, I change into my pajamas and brush my teeth. Like, you should try it. It's a good coping mechanism. And I was like, no shot, lady. You get home from work at 5, you go to bed at 10. Like, what are you going to do for, like, dinner? And, like, you might have to leave the house for, like, an appointment or something, man. That's crazy. You could get ready for bed like right after dinner, but like as soon as you step in from being at work, don't put her on blast. I'm just saying. That's a lot, man. This is ADHD erasure. I'm just saying, okay? I just don't think I could, because then like your life is just Netflix, right? It's just working in Netflix. You just go to work. As soon as you get home from work, you put on your pajamas. Like that's, it helps, man. All right, I told you it was bordering on offensive, so I was right. I'm not saying just be neurotypical, but I am saying, can't you just like, isn't there another life pro tip? Can't you just be like, I'm gonna set an alarm on my phone or something? That seems like that would be like 10 p.m. the alarm on my phone went off. No, I just ignore it? Well, don't you ignore the part of your brain that's like change into your pajamas at 4:30? Can't you just ignore that too? This is where you type you don't get it. No, my life pro tip works and yours doesn't. Okay, all right. Sorry. So you would know and I wouldn't. That's for sure. I'm just saying, man. I don't think she did anything wrong. I'm just saying. We're just asking questions, people. Yeah, there you go. The other solution, you could build a Wallace and Gromit style machine that would brush your teeth for you when you're getting ready for bed. For example, I've been trying to go for a run for 3 hours sitting in my running clothes. Instead, I'm hating that I'm not running, just watching the stream. Yeah, but that's because like I'm being very entertaining today. I think that's not atypicalness. I think that's just like one gamer recognizing another. It sounds like you're locked in. Exactly. That's not ADHD. You're locked the fuck in, man. But see, there's got to be different types because you clearly got changed. You don't have a problem with the changing. Similarly, like you got to meet up with this lady because she doesn't have any problems falling asleep, but it's the pajamas is a real issue. If you guys could do some kind of like skill exchange, then you would both hit like the next level. Gromit didn't build the machine. He's a dog. Well, I didn't want to say Wallace because then you'd be like, Wallace who? Wallace Shawn from My Dinner with Andre? And I'd be like, he probably could. So true. Me when I turn on My Dinner with Andre and Andre shows up first. Where's Wallace? Where's Wallace, man? I actually think Wallace shows up first. He's like riding the train and stuff to get to the dinner with Andre. You're potentially pretty valuable. If we're being real, you're not, at 70 bucks, we don't need you that much. He's waiting at the bar. My bad, I haven't seen the Criterion Collection edition in a long time. We are discarding, you're very interesting, Andrew. 250 chips, you'd solve some issues for us. -2 hand size. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is you always take Stuntman. And then Green Joker, and then just play whatever. But then I'm like... but I can't get rid of you because you're mult, and I can't get rid of you because you allow you to be multing. I don't know, man. Let's give it a try. Try to make sure your diamonds come first. We don't have Splash. You don't have Splash anymore. So just play 1 diamond. This is probably the best run I've ever had, man. Whoa! Okay, hold on. Hold on. That was way better than I expected. Blackboard goes insane, man. But can I really give up the only thing giving me mults? I guess. What the fuck am I doing, man? I don't want to win too fast. That's an insane statement. That's 13,000 points. Wow! What? What's happening, man? Asian people can't do anything. I'm sorry. Listen. I don't know, man. It's fucked up that you guys say that I have ADHD anytime I describe my normal life. And then when I make fun of somebody with ADHD, you're like, you can't do that. She has ADHD. You can't have it both ways, man. You can't say that I'm neuroatypical when you want to make fun of me, and then I'm neurotypical when I want to make fun of neuroatypical people. It's a double standard, man. Yes, we can. We're the chat. True, but it's intellectually dishonest. If it works for you, hey, like, I'm just saying. Me personally, it's not fair. I think if I switched into my pajamas as soon as I finished work, my wife would get the ick. But the thing about that you also have to realize is that some days I finish work at like 2 p.m. I can't be walking around in pajama pants with like Goofy and Donald Duck on them at 2 p.m. That's like, I gotta pick up my daughter from daycare and stuff like that. Sometimes I gotta go run an errand. It'd be kind of sick to get like an amazing fucking Joker right here. Like a blueprint. Well, I guess we would just copy Blackboard. Half Joker. It's just not, it's just... Maybe it is just good enough. But then I can't play 4 of a kind. I could play 3 of a kind, but 4 of a kind is 120 times 13. 3 of a kind is 50 times 5, but then we get 20 extra mult on it. Sorry, buddy. It's got to be done, I think. I'm not thrilled about it, but... Now you got to use your nuts, man. So what about a pair with a stone? Pair with a stone is not that bad. You're right. So you could copy a 7 and then play 3 of a kind 7s. Turn. Okay, I think you want to do this. It's not a great card. I wish it was a great card. Then you do a triple discard. Sorry to the stone, but like we need to play 3 of a kinds, I think. Actually, pair is better. Discard a 7, which means we probably didn't even need to use the death. Keep the stone. Hierophant. Some meat on those bones, man. You could Hierophant this, play 3 cards, and just see where you stand. Okay, that's fucked. Oh, Blackboard didn't hit on that. You're right. That would have been 150. Okay, let's think about this. It's tough. It's gonna be close. Let's put it that way. Oh, it's not gonna be close at all, bro. We make these, okay? Anti-8. Note to self, all you need is Blackboard. This doesn't even make Blackboard that much worse. I can certainly live with that. In Rainbow 09, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. We only need to get to 400,000. We already did that shit, man. 1 Joker disabled every hand. Joke's on you. All my Jokers are ass. Except for the ones that are of pivotal importance. 122,000. Things we don't sweat. Things we don't sweat. Things we don't sweat. Okay, we need to get to 400,000. The best thing would be to see Blackboard never disabled. How about some Justice cards here? Fool gives us a Temperance. Brother, don't draw so many red cards. It's quite churlish, honestly. I love this as a card. I think we go for the discard. Maybe give me a sick justice or something. Judgment. I can't do shit with that, man. Okay. It's fine. Ballots disabled. The order is fairly irrelevant. 119,000 points. Stuntman disabled. That's a catastrophe. $34,000 points. Ballot disabled. Could you just hit Faceless Joker one time? No! Astronaut freezes to death inside space probe. It can't be, like, there's nothing. It can't be done. It's that simple. Local thunk. Come on, man. Come on. And I was rooting for you. Our mission has failed. No! Okay, well, we got 15 minutes. Easy, man. Easy. Chat, why are old folks so utterly capable of completing basic tasks on the internet? Is logging in to view a document that foreign of a concept? Do you see what work has done to you? It's turned you against your fellow man. Because what? Because they're worse at email than you? Your soul is damned. You're not making it through the pearly gates, brother. You weren't put here to insult your other coworkers because they don't understand how to hang with the keyboard jockeys in cyberspace, okay? Why don't you try having a conversation with them instead of passive-aggressively posting about them in someone else's Twitch chat? They're just trying to make... Do you think they're fucking in love with being a project manager, dude? They're just trying to put their kids through college and shit, and now they gotta face the slings and arrows of a generation that doesn't respect them? Why should they make more money for being worse at their job? You don't want to play the economics game, because then you can't insult like baseball players for making $20 million. They're insanely good at their job of getting you to buy a Bo Bichette jersey. Everybody gangsta when the incompetent guy with 35 years of experience is getting paid 20% more than you. Wouldn't be me. Runner. You know what? That gives us something to aim for. Can't really death card in that. What am I doing, man? I can't run this shit. This is too much, man. What are you building? I don't know. I've got 3 different things to worry about, man. I can't handle it. I've done it to myself, too. I know, with 11 minutes left. Like, what the fuck that, man. That run's too good. It's too good. Get me out of here. Hang on. While I do resent you for assuming I was talking about my coworkers who I love dearly, I'm not certain I can go to bat for the straw man you built. Why are you talking like Rorschach, man? We're trying to find a common ground here. It wasn't a... So who the fuck are you lighting up for not knowing how to get to their email, man? Or view a document? It's not a coworker? Is it like a family member? Because that's like even worse. That's like someone who only wants the best. I'm not trying to damn you as a character. I'm just trying to figure out like what's going on. I'm just confused, okay? Thought experiment. You and your wife have to have hair that's the same length. How long do you grow your hair? So first off, you're asking the wrong guy for obvious reasons. Secondly, it's a misogynist-ass question. Kind of. What do you mean how long? Because is there like a built-in pretense that like longer hair is better on women or something? And shorter hair is better at men and you're trying to find like the compromise. I'm reading between the lines, Andrew Tate. I see what you're... it's a thought... yeah, you're just asking questions. I see how it is. I deadass thought women's hair grows faster. Honestly, like, a lot of people will be inclined to laugh at you. I'm inclined to say... I didn't even re-roll there. That you might be right. I don't know. Maybe it does, honestly. I'm throwing myself at the altar of I don't know. I'm a general in the IDK war on that one. Name 20 women's hairstyles. Easy. The Bob, the Beehive, the Rachel, the Pixie Cut, the fucking John and Kate +8, whatever that one is. Bald. Whatever she wants to wear her hair as, because women can make their own choices. Mohawk. Hang on. So I'm running out. Mullet. Yeah. You see mullets these days. Pigtails, ponytails. Living rooms, bedrooms, dinettes. The wolf cut. Oh, that's the wolf cut is the mullet. That's the Kristen Stewart. Yeah, you got it. I mean, for a little bit, yeah, man. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, because there's nothing there. For a little bit, I'd let you roll here. I'd let you rock with it. Local thug, sorry, not local thug. Faint bunny is wolf posting. Leave my streamer alone. Are you seeing the image? You know what I'm talking about. You know the image, man. You know the one with the Arctic wolf? Leave my VTuber alone. +1 hand size. What? I didn't reroll. What am I doing on this? Can somebody tell me what I'm doing? I need someone to just say, NL, buy as many Jupiters as possible. That's all I need. Just keep me locked, man. An Econ Joker would also be kind of sick. Hold R? No, man, this is it. This is it till the end. How many hours in this game? Me going up to the scene of a car accident. Oh, how many hours have you been driving in your lifetime, miss? Fuck you, man. Why was it a woman that got in the accident? Because this is in a hypothetical utopia where no men exist. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Perfect timing. Base streamer finishes stream exactly on time. Okay, Slat. Listen, as soon as we lost that one that was on anti-8, you should have known what was coming. That's not on me, that's on you. Stretch it out. Are you one ball? No. I have 2 balls. I didn't have an orchidectomy. I had a hydrocele in my teenage years that had to be surgically fixed. So I still got the both balls. No disrespect to the uniballers out there. But I think you know what? If I had a testicle removed, I think I probably would get a cosmetic testicle put in. Why not? It's gonna cost a little bit of money, I'm sure. But like, A, they're already in there to begin with. And B, like, you know, you get like a fucking prosthetic nut, they sew it back up, you never have to think about it ever again. Don't you have Forrest Whitaker balls? Yeah, I got a lazy ball. I don't know, I don't know which one's responsible for conception, but like, one of them's definitely bigger than the other one, but like not growing in size. It's been like that for 20 years or so. You don't see your dude's nuts that much. Like when you're in the locker room. Because, like, I really feel to get a good view of the nuts, you gotta get under them. Or at least you gotta lift the cock out of the way. Nuts are kind of awesome. I think they're like the worst part of, again, I'm sorry. I don't think nuts are awesome. I don't have anything against them necessarily, but I'm not really like, thank you, nuts, most of the time. Love yourself? I mean, I'd rather have my nuts than yours. That's self-love in a way. This is mean. Yours are faulty? They're not faulty. One's just bigger than the other one. The hydrocele is not even a nut problem. I'm pretty sure it comes from like a tear in the abdominal region or something. Because it's like your walls, man. It's like if somebody would sledgehammer your wall, all sorts of shit would start leaking. You know, if your floor gets wet, it's probably not a problem with your floor. Probably a dishwasher hose popped or something like that. Your floor is fucked. What are you talking about, man? My dishwasher's fucked. My floor is just collateral damage. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Later.
20-bar rest.
Can read really quickly, did you say?
20-bar rest, baby. 15 bars, we've only got 13 bars. This song is by Billy Joel. He grabbed the pussy in the 80s cause he was a big superstar. He had lots of albums that sold lots of copies and he didn't start the fire. I don't remember the words, but that's okay. Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Winter, Winchell, Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, Television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe. He didn't start it either. I wish they wouldn't break up the words here. Rosenberg's H-Bomb, Sugar Ray, Palmer John, Brando the King, and I the catcher in the rye. Eisenhower vaccine, England's got a new queen. Marciano Liberace, Santayana, goodbye. We didn't start the fire. Yeah, it was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Joseph Stalin, Malenkov, Nasser and Prokofiev, Rockefeller, Campanella, Communist Bloc. Ray Cohn, Jumperon, Toscadini, Dayron, Dinbao, Fowles, rock around the clock. Einstein, James Dean, Brooklyn's got a winning team. Davy Crockett, Peter Pan, Elvis Presley, Disneyland, Bardo, Budapest, Alabama, Khrushchev, Princess Grace, Peyton Place, Trouble in the Suez. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Little Rock, Pasternak, Mickey Mantle, Kerouac, Sputnik, Chow and Lie Bridge on the River Kwai, Lebanon, Charles de Gaulle, California baseball, Starkweather, homicide, children of the Alamite. I don't know what. Buddy Holly, Ben-Hur, Space Monkey, Mafia, Hula Hoops, Katsu, Etsu is a no-go. Ooh, Singham-Ree, Paola Kennedy, Chubby Checker, Psycho, Belgians in the Congo. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Hemingway, Eichmann, Stranger in a Strange Land, Dylan, Berlin, Bay of Pigs invasion, Lawrence of Arabia, British Beatlemania, Ole Miss, John Glenn, Liston Beats, Patterson, Pope Paul, Malcolm X, British politician sex, JFK blown away. What else do I have to say? We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. Woo! No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Birth control, Ho Chi Minh, Richard Nixon back again. Moonshot, Woodstock, Watergate, punk rock. Virgin, Reagan line, Brenner and the airline. Ayatollahs in Iran, Russians in Afghanistan. Fortune, Sally Ride, heavy metal, suicide, foreign debts, homeless vets, AIDS, crack, burning gets, hypodermic on the shore, China's under martial law, rock and roller, cola wars, I can't take it anymore. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the Tomo. He's been always meowing since he was meowing. And on and on and on and on and on and on.
Oh my God.
On and on. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. We didn't start the fire. Who did? It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Who started the fire? It's an ancient mystery that is foreign to me. We didn't start the fire.